dollar store. Comes with a little fastener. Put it right through on the end. And of course, when you bend this, obviously it's gonna break. And we'll show you the tips and tactics tonight for the techniques that we're using to show you how they work. You got safety pins. For this, you're gonna want one of the big ones. Attach it there and go through the bottom portion of your eye. You do not want to go in the eye. You want to go to the bottom portion here. And then fasten it.
There's many different ways you can build a bobber out of cork. You can cut lengthwise, like I did here. Cut down small or as big as you want it. Cut it crossways. You cut it in quarters. It depends on what you're going to be fishing for, the size of the cork. You can make it glow in the dark. You can just leave it the way it is. It's up to you how you do it, but I have certain ways I do things that I like, and it works for me. That being said, I'll show you a couple of ways that I like to make homemade cork bobbers. As you see, I already cut it once, half, cut a notch out. Now you can take this, split it again here. Careful, don't cut your fingers. Use a sharp knife. You never cut yourself with a sharp knife, you will with a dull knife. Now you have two tiny corks that you can use. In order to run a hole through these, I just use a piece of 16 gauge trapping wire. Just push it through. Now you could leave that in there, make two eyelets, or pull it back out, just run it down your line. It's totally up to you. Me, myself, I like to just run it on the line. There's no extra weight, no extra drag. Now to make your eyelet, you take your piece of trapping wire, you run it through the center of your cork. Oh, somewhat center, as center as you can get it. I'm not too centered, so don't worry about it. But anyways, so you push through like this, right? Gotta go like that. You just take your pair of pliers. You got one there. You got one here. So if you really want to, you just tie you a leader to here, connect your line to here.
I saw it in my Facebook group. I have to thank Kevin for it. I'm not sure where he got this trick from, but there's large safety pins involved, and putting them on your fishing, or putting the fishing hooks on the safety pin. That way it's a lot easier to keep them together. So you go according to size, and it will be a lot easier for you. Preferably faced all the same way. Just like that. of our hooks on the safety pin. At least my big ones. And we go ahead and do the same thing with the swivels. Make life a little bit easier. So grabbing out 10 of them in one pinch with your fingers. And grab the whole setup.
Run them through the barrel. Love.
Huh?
Run them through the barrel.
1, 2. Also helps if you put them on the right way the first time. Yeah, I'm a little ass backwards today, so don't mind me.
That happens.
At least with them separated like this, you don't have that mess. My swivels are attached to the bottom portion of my hooks. They're all intertwined together, so that don't help. But you get the concept. So they're there. So now that they're together like this, even if you shake them up, they're still gonna fall back down.
No tangled mess.
Yeah, no tangled mess.
Another trick. Got you a fishing pole, right? You do a lot of night fishing. You like to fish bullhead, catfish, whatever. Can't never see the tip of your rod if you don't have a lantern. So, if you didn't buy one with a glow-in-the-dark tip, it's cheap enough. Well, I'll get you a can of glow-in-the-dark spray paint. Make sure you tape the eyes off so you don't paint the inside of your eyes. You paint the tip of your rod. This dries clear, so it don't affect the color of your rod. But I'll go ahead and spray paint your rod. Show you tonight when I go out fishing how good it actually works. Let me tape these eyes off. Take your spray paint. Now my top 4 eyes are glow in the dark, and that's pretty much all you need, because the rod ain't gonna bend down here when you get a bite. It bends up here. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Nature's Wild Playground. Yeah, you're right. Know what we're saying?
Well, you're a freaking smart ass today, aren't you? I have one of my folders. You get about $10–15 at Walmart. The strap with it. This trick, you're gonna need pencil pouches. Unfortunately, I can't find my permanent marker, but you could use a permanent marker if you're a beginner at fishing, or you just like things labeled. So you're gonna put these in your folder. You can do a cording. You can either use the sleeves that it comes with, or you can do it without it. Now I'll go to the back to show you what it looks like without it. I think it looks a little bit cleaner without it. So you're going to continue filling it like that. So you get the biggest basic concept. I'll take those out. I got these ones at the dollar store. I don't really prefer them. I like these pencil pouches better. But you take your tackle, As you can see, we labeled mine trout. Open that.
So you like the trout fish, son?
Yes, I like the trout fish. I put those in there. So that way you can see it a little bit better. That's what it's going to look like when all your fishing things are in there. I think it'd be a lot more convenient carrying this folder than a huge tackle box. You just throw it over your shoulder, grab your pole, and go. You go ahead and put your swivels in there. And put your hooks in a different pocket. You got your bite sting kit. You get it at Walmart for like $15. That can go in there for any allergies or snake bites. Where did it go? I lost it. Alright. Our glow sticks. As you can tell, they're pretty good with one piece of tape. But it helps keep them secure in the pocket. For night fishing, or really basically anything, they come in handy for a lot of things. All it is masking tape right over the end of it.
You can also use them to attract bait fish.
Yeah, you could use it to attract bait fish. DJ's a little bit of a fishing nerd, if you guys can't tell already. So it'll be nice to have him working with me this year. And there it is. Like I said, empty pill bottles, empty cartridges of
That's salt and minnow or spike container.
that one smells good. That one smells really good. If I can get them out. Any size sinkers can go right in this container.
Hooks, swivels.
Hooks and swivels too.
It's a portable tackle box for your pocket.
Portable tackle box for your pocket. If you guys didn't hear him. So your glow sticks are in there. Fishing hooks. Lighter. Tiny survival kit like on one of the other videos that I did. That's a waterproof container as well. Alright, well, I can't find them right now. The pliers would fit in here. Any other small contraption that you could think of, your safety pins would work. Because that pocket's nice and tight and it'll hold that lid down since there's one that don't snap. Thank you. They don't want to fit in there, you can always put them in another pocket too. And that is the Trapper fishing tackle. This next trick, I'm using a bigger hook, only for the simple fact so you guys can see it. This trick is going to be, don't stab yourself in the finger, for one, is a piece of paracord used as fishing bait. go the wrong way. So you're gonna feed it up through. And just like that. Make sure the hook's turned away from you. So you get cut in this portion. And for this to stay on, you're going to go ahead and you're going to melt this piece of paracord over here on the back end. The wing cooperates with us. I know the hook's going to get hot.
Try use pliers. Just for you people out. Use pliers so you don't burn your fingers.
Don't do as I do. Alright, so as you can see, that's melted down. You're going to take the back of your lighter. Push down on that part that you melted so that way it stays nice and secure. Go ahead and go up a little bit. All you're gonna do is take this back piece and fray it out. As far as it's gonna go is that part that melted right here. And there's your paracord lure. Alright, for this next lure we're going to go show you, you're going to need 2 different colors of paracord. We decided to go with a fluorescent green and a fluorescent pink. And obviously I can't freaking talk today. So when we put our paracord away, we always burn the end so it don't fray like that. So we've already cut the tip off of it. You're going to measure your hook. If I can hold it, and then you're going to cut it a little bit extra
And take the center strands. Don't need them.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright, instead of feeding it through the hooked portion, you're going to go to the back and go where the eye is. Once that's fed through, you take your pliers and grab that portion. Get as close to the eye of the hook as you can and melt that down. So you get that nice tight seal around there. So you get the nice. Did you think I was gonna grab it or something? Blow it, maybe it'll cool down. Alright, so far you got this. Oh, it's pliers on it. Come back here, you'll pull this apart. it's all frayed like that. So now we need a piece of our fluorescent green. And we're going to pull the white portions out of the fluorescent green too. And this time we're going to go through the hooked portion. I'm going to try to separate the two colors. You can. Hold that with your pliers. And melt that green down too. I get way too warm for you to hold that like that. Melt it upwards so that way you don't get your pink. You don't want to melt that down. So you got that section going on. My green's moving a little too much for my liking, so I'm going to melt that down again. Not like your method, no.
You know, like how I do it.
No, I don't. Not like how you do it.
We all have our own methods that work for us. And apparently, hers and mine, she had it. She's just too impatient.
Yes, I am impatient. I am way too impatient. I'll be the first one to admit it. But anyways, you can use any color paracord that you would like to use.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get rid of your scrap pieces of paracord that are too small to tie anything off for shelter, for fish stringer.
See,
Which we've
she
done
did a
before.
good job. She was just too impatient and didn't want to take the time to set it right. But there you go. See, she did a good job.
Hey, it's teamwork, okay? I have no patience. He's got them all.
But that will catch you some fish, I guarantee you. Oh man, I think I might try this tonight, so we'll see. Y'all have a good day. Like and subscribe. Nature's Wild Playground. Thank you.
I'm hanging off one of these branches.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, you do you. Okay, we get focus.
Glow in the dark spray paint.
It's hard to see because of the glare. There you go.
This spray paint's got a lot of different uses. And just coat it all the way around. Come on, Deej, you don't want to be sprayed?
Not today.
And we'll show you this tonight when we go fishing.
Build a trigger system for your fishing pole so that when you're not paying attention, the fish strikes, you'll catch the fish. It sets the rod for you. So all you need, piece of 16 gauge trapping wire, metal coat hanger, any type of stiff wire will work for this. So what you're gonna do, you'll take your pliers, you're gonna bend you a loop like that. You take your pliers and you're gonna bend it back the other way. And then you're going to crimp that down like so. What that's going to do is that's going to clip to the eye of your rod. You can come up here about 3-4 inches. Now it's going to look like this. And take that and bend it again so it's flat like this. Come up here again, right about there, and put you another.
About an inch.
And put you another bend in there. There's several different ways to make these. I'll show you only one of my tricks. But, so you got it like this. And you make your last little clip on the end. So now you have something that looks like this. And I'll show you how it works. And you're going to want to use a small piece of string to attach this so that when the rod is set off, you don't lose it. They're cheap enough to make, but if it works, why lose it over one fish? You could catch hundreds with this method. It does work. I've used it for years. I use it a lot of ice fishing. It works fantastic for dead sticking. So what you're going to do is, you see, I have it attached here by a piece of string to my rod. Now you can attach it to a stake in the ground, anything you want. This loop is very important. You're going to take this loop here, you're going to fold your rod down to the tip of your rod, and it clips into your eye like this. Now what happens is when you have your line ran through, your line is going to come through and you're going to loop it here, here, and then it's going to loop to the tip, so that when a fish grabs this and he pulls, it fires the rod. Fish is hooked.